Hey guys, what's up? Okay, so I've been hearing a lot of strange things online, and I want to respond to one particular thing, and I think this is a perfect medium to do it because I need a lot more than 140 characters, and yeah, I may as well just make a little video. Quickly, basically, what happened, today is September 12th, yesterday was September 11th. So basically, no big deal, but there was a lot of interesting banter going back and forth on just about every social media platform that I subscribe to, and I'm a social media junkie. I do it all. I love YouTube, I love Twitter. Twitter's like, I can't get enough of it. All of it. Facebook, the whole 9 yards, I do it to the max. But basically, a lot of people were saying that 9/11 was an inside job. And I find that really, really interesting for a number of reasons. First thing I want to say is, if you think 9/11 was an inside job, then basically you obviously distrust the American government. And there's nothing wrong with that. Distrusting your government is not only your right, but it's kind of a healthy thing to do. It keeps government in check, keeps things from getting too big and out of hand. The American government hasn't been performing at optimum lately. They've been making some weird decisions, and they're making them real slow. There's not a lot of good legislation coming out. There's all sorts of reasons. You know, if you look at what's been leaked out, you know, they've been spying on their own people. The American government, there's tons of reasons why you'd probably consider distrusting the American government. No problem with that concept in general. If that's the route you choose to go, fine. But to say that 9/11 was an inside job, problem with that is, even though you're obviously distrusting the American government, you're kind of presupposing a certain level of competence on them that I don't think is entirely realistic. Not to say that the American government is incapable of pulling off, you know, getting a couple foreign pilots to hijack a couple of planes. I think they're capable of making that happen. What I don't necessarily concur is that they're capable of keeping it a secret this long. They can't keep any secrets currently, so that's kind of the main problem I have with that theory. But you know, I guess it's conceivably possible, but I don't think it's likely. I haven't done a lot of research. You know, it's not really my side of things professionally, so I don't look into the kind of secrets the American government takes. Not my business, but I don't think they could keep that sort of thing, you know, a secret for that long. It just doesn't seem realistic to me. But the one thing I do know is realistic, and one thing I have seen with my own two eyes, is terrorism. Terrorists exist. I can tell you this for a fact. I have seen footage. I've read firsthand reports. Like I can tell you firsthand, terrorists are real. And the only thing that stands between, quite often, our safe lifestyles and these multitudes of terrorist attacks, multitudes of possible terrorist attacks, are the scores of people who work tirelessly and bravely to protect us from this sorts of thing. These people don't just go out of their way. Terrorists are real. That's the bottom line. Okay, I don't want to. If you want to take anyone's word for it, take my word for it. Terrorists are real. So that's the real thing. So for that reason, I think it's pretty easy to give the benefit of the doubt that, well, I guess for those two reasons, pretty easy to give the benefit of the doubt that 9/11 was not an inside job. Now, for all those people who are adamant and believe wholeheartedly that 9/11 was an inside job, you know what? That's fine. It's your opinion. You're entitled to your opinion. I would literally fight to the death for you to have the freedom for you to express that opinion. That said, however, you never have to apologize for how you feel, but sometimes you might need to apologize for how you express what you feel. You know what I mean? Like if you're walking into a room full of, you know, widows to terrorism victims, you know, spouting off all sorts of 9/11 was an inside job thing, that's a dick move, and you should probably apologize if you did something like that. But just by telling your friends and your loved ones what you think, there's nothing wrong with that. Your point of view is your point of view. But you have to understand, you are taking on a fairly, let's call it unpopular, and let's just call a spade, far-fetched point of view. Basically saying 9/11 was an inside job is, in my opinion, tantamount to saying that the moon landing was fake. And, you know, there's also All sorts of conspiracy theories about that, but they strike me as pretty far-fetched too. And like I say, the main reason why I don't think that that the moon landing was the American government just couldn't keep that sort of thing a secret for this long. I just don't see that as terribly likely. Could be wrong. I've been wrong before, and I'll be wrong again. The question is, am I wrong now? I doubt it. Thanks for hearing if you listened, and if you didn't, well, whatever. Peace!